Hey, what's going on to all of my cancer crabs out there? So let's get into it. I'm actually feeling a lot better today. Most common colds usually last 7 to 10 days. So probably about a week to 2 weeks. I beat the common cold in 5 days. So there you go. I usually get over common colds very quickly. Shout outs to all the people who was wishing me a full full bill of health. Really appreciate y'all. So so for you cancer crabs, you have the Four of Wands. Let me pull this down some. That way it doesn't look angled. The Four of Wands, Queen of Swords, the Three of Swords, Seven of Swords, Lovers, okay, Ten of Swords, Six of Swords, Eight of Cups, King of Pentacles, and Five of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that this is a situation for you Cancer crabs, right? Where the Four of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Three of Swords, um, you Cancer crabs, um, you Cancer crabs are heartbroken about some new relationship that you got out of, uh, or you're in now. The Four of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Swords represents this relationship that you were trying to build, but it didn't work out. And it made you angry that it didn't necessarily work out. Even though you Cancer crabs may still be trying to date, it got you upset. I'm not even gonna lie, it got you mad, it got you upset. And because to you Cancer crabs should have been treated with more respect. And the Seven of Swords and the Lovers represents, you may have thought that this person, that potentially this new person that's coming in isn't necessarily truthful with you, or they don't want a relationship with you. And maybe you may think that all it is that they want is just you for your looks. And that may be true. That may not necessarily be true, because when you have, see, this is what I'm trying to say, because when you have the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Queen and the Seven of Swords, they are both orientated incorrectly. Okay, they're orientated incorrectly. The lovers orientated incorrectly, meaning that the way that things are, the way that your perception is about yourself and about this person, and about, right, Three of Swords also, it represents heartbreak, but it really represents the ego and the shrinking of the ego, and you're not necessarily paying attention to what you said no to, meaning that the Three of Swords, I'm not saying that the Three of Swords doesn't, like, you're not heartbroken. Yeah, you're not heartbroken, but it's saying that um what you're heartbroken about may not necessarily be the worst thing. But then when you have the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords, this is about you being on edge about that, and kind of letting people know what time it is. Like, this is what it is, and blah 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 blah. So then you have the Seven of Swords and the Lovers. So the Seven of Swords and the Lovers, right? These represent how this is a situation for you where, um, like I said, this represents you and this other person on the card, which is the Lovers. But the Seven of Swords represents this person that would be on the lovers with you coming in. But you, like I said, you don't take them seriously. You don't take them as being a person that's being upfront and honest with you. The Ten of Swords and the Six of Swords represents you don't you don't think that even though they coming in, they're really going to be honest with you, or they're being honest with you. So the Eight of Cups, you think that it's probably a better idea for you to leave. That's completely up to you though, Cancer Crabs. The King of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles is that you may think of it as being your best um interest to do that. I like Cancer Crabs too. But I don't know. Um but if that's the case, then that's the case. You know what I mean? So the situation with that is, so let's do some sort of clarification, because the King of Pentacles is about you, right? First and foremost, we're doing a Cancer Crab reading. The King of Pentacles represents Capricorn and it represents Taurus, right? And it represents how um emotional baggage that you have needed to be worked out, but you feel much better that you've walked away. And then the thing is that the Five of Pentacles, you think that you'll be able to get more from walking away. But here's the situation though. Again, the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords though, it may not necessarily it may not necessarily tell you what's really going on and what's real though. So you do have to take into consideration that you could potentially be making a mistake. Now, I'm not saying that you are making a mistake. I'm saying that there is a chance that you could potentially be making a mistake, because those cards, those three cards, right? Queen of Swords, Three of Swords, Seven of Swords, they're all about how you need to watch your perception, how you need to pay attention for your own perception, because it can end up being your own worst enemy that way, because you can end up being over precautious, and that over precaution will get you to say certain things or do certain things, right, while you have this perception that may not necessarily be there. So let's clarify the lovers. My mom ended up getting sick from me, so I'm gonna go ahead and take care of my mom. But I'm gonna clean the house and all of that, you know. Um, but to clarify this, to clarify the lovers, you have the King of Cups, the Five of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. So the King of Cups, right? To clarify the lovers, King of Cups, you Cancer Crabs are prepared for whatever the situation may be. You're remaining calm. The Five of Swords, the Five of Swords, you're waiting for the person to reject you. You're waiting for a clear-cut answer that the person doesn't want you, because this may be something that that you are expecting. The King of Pentacles, which is right here, King of Pentacles, represents this being a situation for you where um, you think that this person is very cold-blooded, or cold and ruthless, and they don't necessarily take you seriously, when that's not necessarily true. Uh, the Three of Wands represents, um, but even if they don't, you plan on keeping a calm head yourself and moving forward. So what I suggest you Cancer crabs do is to just ask the person what it is that they think and where the relationship is going. Honestly, um, people will tell you. You'll be surprised at how honest people will be when you ask them certain questions. You really will. When you ask people, what do you think? What's going on? And people come out of nowhere with off, with traces of just, not even necessarily being there, I think, you're gonna leave me. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, but you just look like the type of person who's gonna leave me. What makes you say that? Oh, because I done been left before by so many other people. So what does that have to do with me? You remind me a lot like those people. Wow. Okay. And they don't even know you like that. You know what I mean? Someone's trying hard when they know that someone's trying hard when they know that you're valuable, and then the opposite is what it is that they got to tell you about. Like what is up with that? Yeah, I need to know. This ain't good. What do you mean? Because this is why it is I leave people like you. Why? Because you do stuff like this. I wouldn't be surprised if you Cancer crab started to have that mentality. The Now let's clarify the Eight of Cups. Let's clarify that. The Moon, the King of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Emperor. Okay. So the Moon, the King of Wands, to clarify the Eight of Cups, the Moon. This is you needing a form of a recess. Feel your feelings, turn your emotions into feelings, so that your emotions doesn't get stuck like this, and then it becomes internal junk. Because Cancer crabs rules over clutter, it rules over junk. And water signs can be collectors. Water signs can, and I mean the water signs, I mean Cancer crabs, Pisces, Scorpio can be collectors, but collectors of memories, collectors of physical things. And what a lot of the cancers, you know, or the water signs have to understand, because all water signs have this in common, right? And somewhere along the lines, they learn to branch off and break that habit, right? But what the water signs need to understand is it's not necessarily always about the physical souvenir, which is what it is that you're walking away with. What it's about is the good times that you and the person had, the memories, the value of the thought. It's not always about, you know what I mean? It's not always about the idea of, oh, the tickets that you got at the Bulls game, when you know, with the Chicago Bulls or whatever the case may be, or at a baseball game, or whatever movies or whatever it is that you like to do. Sometimes, more oftentimes than not, it's about the thought. You know, this person, sent you an "I love you" card or whatever, even though you were at your job or something like this, because they just wanted to, let you know what it was. It didn't even cost that much. They just wanted to let you know that. So the moon is that you have to learn to from um make that transition from emotions to feelings. Okay. And then you have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is, but um just kind of wanting to figure out who you are and what you want, right? And then you have the Page of Cups and the Emperor. Page of Cups and the Emperor is that but you don't want anyone's delusion. So if you Cancer crabs really are listening to yourselves, then you should know if you walking away is something that you have to do. If it's the most wise thing for you to do, then you should most definitely do that. Um, I recommend anyone do that. You know what I mean? Uh, what in the world? But let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. You know, it was only until, because my mom's a Pisces and my sister's a Pisces, and it was only up until recently that, you know, my mom specifically, I taught my mom how to let go of certain things that my mom was keeping because, you know, didn't really want to let go, you know, of physical things. And I had to really tell my mom, like, look, it doesn't mean that those things that you and I did together aren't special or I don't care about it. It just means that, you know, you have a lot of the clutter that, you know what I mean, needs to be get out, you know, that needs to be removed out of the way. So, you know, but all water signs have this issue. Um, I have water in my chart: Pisces ascendant, Pluto and Scorpio in the eighth house, Cancer south node. So Capricorn North Node. So with that being said, right, you have to take into consideration that with that being said, I even had a problem back in the day with cluttering and keeping too much. And the room that I'm in here has changed a lot because it would end up being cluttered and I end up having to throw a lot out. Now let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. So to clarify the Five of Pentacles is the Ace of Cups. Sorry about that. The Fool, the Seven of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. So the Ace of Cups, to clarify the Five of Pentacles, is again, you're looking for love and you're willing to take risks. You're willing to put yourself out there. You're willing to let people know that you're into them. The Seven of Swords and the Five of Pentacles is, well, let's draw another one because you can't clarify a card with the same card. But the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles is you just think that this person may not necessarily be the one. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to say about that. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Let me know what you thought about this one. Um, I'm trying to make this YouTube channel go to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June of 2023. So please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos. Peace.